Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what's happening with my camera. That's a new one. Let's see if I can fix it here on the fly. If not, this could get interesting very, very quickly. There we go. It actually worked. It fixed. Okay. I was a little nervous there for a moment. That was misbehaving royally. But you know, figuring it out. Hello, welcome to Grace and Lottie's. Elizabeth here. New pencils. We're going to be working with Shuttle art today. I've got one tray already out. I had it out from the photo when I was doing the thumbnail for YouTube, but this is a set I got on Black Friday. Go ahead and set these so that everybody can see it. Kind of see right there. It is a $260 set. It is ginormous, and I'm not gonna lie, it's dirt cheap. I do not I don't expect this to be incredible. I really have such low hopes for these pencils because of the price point on them. They are that low. But I thought it would be fun to get to do it. Hello, Mandy. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Anyway, it is this set. I mean, I've taken them out to make a swatch chart. It came with one, but this one, it was way more work than it should have been to try to figure out everything. So I have a better order as well that I've created. These will be up. I am hoping they'll be live Monday on the Etsy store. That is my goal, to have Shuttle art up at that point. It does come with a swatch chart, but a lot like the Callure set. We'll do the flyby here. It is ginormous. So it's not quite as big as the Callure, but it's pretty big. So I figured it would be fun to do this one on the stream today. So I will be working this guy. It does nicely tell you tray 1, tray 2, tray 3, tray 4, tray 5, tray 6. Like, they are divided into trays. So that should be nice. We will work one tray at a time through it. I've already got tray 1 out. You can do the flyby here. So you can see. These are divided really weird. Like, they start with all these pastels. Then it goes into metallics. Then it goes back to the pastels, then back to the metallics, and then into regulars. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense the way it is laid out. So that's why I have worked on a better order, and I do have that better order, and it will be up on the YouTube. I will have a box order one as well, so this will be a dual set for these. Just so you know, that will be coming. But right now, I need to see what these feel like. So I have my little guide paper down on the desk so I can make sure that I stay in frame, because I am very good about getting out of frame. So we'll go ahead and get that right there. Set it up nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and I've got to swap the music because I will be recording this. Let's go ahead. Record. Reset the music. I'll do another flyby here so everybody can kind of see where we're starting. Adjust my desk. We'll take them this way. It'll be easier to work up. Right there. Just a reminder, I am streaming on 3 platforms right now. I am on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. YouTube and Twitch. I am vertical. Over on Twitch, I have the full horizontal layout, so if you whichever layout you prefer, that's where you can go find it. Grace and Lottie's and all of them, so easy to find. But let's get going here. First one is Pastel Peach. This is number 121. This is a big box, so I will be doing them like kind of as a little gradient swatch because I've got a lot of room. This is like one of the lightest pencils ever. Like, I am feeling this. And I am a little nervous I'm going to snap the pencil. So I've got, it's kind of funny because I've got several sets over the on Black Friday. I was like, what day is that? Next is Pastel Sakura. And this is the lightest set. It's also the largest set. So if that tells you something. I just misread deep flesh to deep fish. I was like deep flesh. What is that? So far, these three have been different, and I would say they are pastel. So we are doing great according to that. Next is Peach Puff, Pastel Peach Puff. Next is Naples Yellow. A lot of them, yeah, that's a really pale Naples Yellow. A lot of times Naples Yellow is really close to a yellow ochre. So that's interesting. Maybe the regular Naples Yellow will be close to it. And this is just the pastel version. Pastel Peach Cream, $189. Next is Pastel Flesh Tan. That is actually hard to say fast. Pastel Flesh Tan, number 196. YouTube didn't have a link. By the way, I did set it up for the shopping over on YouTube to this full set. So I did the one that looked correct. It's the next lowest size. Next is 256 Flesh Tint. Pastel Flesh Tint. Next is Pastel Jasmine Yellow, $267. The numbers do not appear to mean anything, like have any rhyme or reason. Like if you sort them by number order, they do not end up magically. Next is Pastel Ivory, lining up in a great way at all, so that's interesting. Next is Pastel Light Yellow, $176. That's a nice soft yellow. Next is Custard, $254. Okay. Next is Pastel Lemon Yellow. Ooh. It's got a little more. The custard is very much a pale, like ivory almost. It's actually lighter than the ivory. Okay, warm yellow. Again, it should be similar to a yellow ochre with warm yellow. Or no, sorry, Indian yellow, like typically warm yellows are. But next we have orange yellow, $255. Okay, this has got some scratchy bits in the lead. I just got, when it hit, the color shifted a little bit, so that one's not as well blended. Hey, Mama Bear, welcome in. Next is 087 Light Coral. Then we've got Shallow Yellow, 084. Next, light grayish green. So a pastel light grayish green. It's a little bit of a mouthful there. Does describe it. I will say that is named adequately. Next we have pastel apple green. Yes, pastel apple green. No light in that one. Next, pastel light yellowish green. I say the apple green was fairly yellow. This is slightly more and slightly lighter for tone. Not a huge difference between the two. Next, we have light green with 260 pencils. There are going to be several colors that are very similar. Pastel light green. Next, pastel yellow green. So we had light yellowish green. Now we've got yellow green. Okay, it is not as yellow as yellowish green. It has some yellow in it, but not super yellow. Next we have spring green 056. Next, acid green, 263. And then mint green, 262. Next is pastel light jade green. Another mouthful color. That's going to finish this tray. That is definitely pastel and light. There is not much color in there. It is very light, very slight green. Just a little bit of green in there, not much, that's for sure. So hold on, I'm just realizing I forgot to set up Twitch, so I'm not seeing my Twitch. Hold on, let me get my Twitch stream manager up. There we go. That way I can see anything I need to for Twitch. I can see the chat at least from here. Okay, so next I'm going to get out one of the pencils here, opening it up. It does have the colors. These are in number order here as well on the lid. These are the hardest trays to get out of the box. So I'm going to bring it over here so you guys can see, kind of watch. Number one, the holes are like designed for teeny little fingers. And the trays are super flimsy. There you go. You got a little sneak peek at some of them so you can kind of see that they're not easy. So here's the flyby of this guy. I'll bring that over. Some pinks. I'm a little more excited about this shade here. Let's move this over. There we are. And now we'll work on this guy. Pastel light rosy pink. Another mouthful of a name. I do like the straightforwardness of these names. Like they're not, like I'm not, the Brute Funer ones are, I think a little, I'm trying to think the right word, maybe more poetic in nature in that they are very descriptive. but sometimes they don't tell you a whole lot about what the color is. So again, pastel light rosy pink. Okay, it's a pretty good color. Next, pastel peach pink. Okay, next pastel shallow pink, 157. These pencils are so light. Okay, pastel blush pink. Okay, next is pastel light orchid. And now pastel light magenta. Do we have a regular magenta? No. Oh, I was hoping we'd have like regular pastel magenta so I could see pastel light magenta versus pastel magenta. Next, pastel mulberry red. Next, pastel orchid purple. Sorry about that. Goodness. Take a drink here real quick. Next we have pastel medium orchid. Hey shrubs, welcome in. Get a drink. I did get a drink. Lilac 041. The delay is funny sometimes. Pastel lilac. Next I have lavender. And light purple. And now we've got pastel wisteria. We have lilacs, lavender, wisteria. Looking at all the flowers right here that are all at once. No music? The music's playing. Where did the music go? Okay, that's weird. There we go. There's the music. We didn't have music. Okay, pastel wisteria. Thanks for noticing that, Shrubs. Normally I do have music. It was playing. It's just for some reason. It was being a little goofy. Okay, next, pastel pale purple. Okay, that just showed like a little bit of bad mixing. There's a little dot there that came through. I don't know if you guys were able to see it. That was very magenta. Next is bluish purple. It is on the blue side. I can't say that. Next is pale blue. Next, pastel sky blue. This one, lay down feels different in a better way. It's a little creamier feeling. Smoother. Next we have cerulean blue. Next, Dodger blue. They're laying down, okay, the pencils are just so light. Like there's not, like you pick it up and you feel how light they are. They're small cores, they're not big. You know, normally a dipped pencil on the end is a sign that it's, or a dipped pencil on the end is a sign that it's a nicer pencil. I think they did this so that you couldn't see how small the core was. They're sharpened decently out of the box. One of the better sharpens. So pastel Dodger blue. Next, cobalt blue. grayish blue. Next is cyan. Then pastel lime green. Say this is lime green. My definition of lime green and theirs are very different. Aqua green. I would say that last one was an aqua, maybe a turquoise. Maybe even in the leaning cobalt turquoise kind of realm. Not lime green. Next we have spa blue. Let's see if it relaxes everybody. That's very gray. And next pastel greenish blue. Greenish blue. Greenish blue or bluish green. There's the debate. Funny debate, silly debate, but a debate. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break right now while we were at the end of tray 2. My coffee has gotten cold, so I want to warm it up just a little bit. I'm noticing my mic is a little low. I just must have bumped it. Bring it up just a hair there. Okay, and I will be right back, and we'll work on the next several trays. I'll be able to get several done. I'm just gonna warm up my coffee. Be right back. See you guys in a minute. Okay, was not a long break. I am back. Of course I have to cough now. Hold on just a second. There we go. Okay, we are ready to move on to number 3. Got it centered well. Yeah, that looks great right there. For number 3, just kind of center nicely here. There's there. It's funny because it's not exactly flat, you know, because it wants to fold. I'm trying to keep it nice and set well. So the next one, okay, they do come out easier the lower you get in the box. I have learned that. The last two are really tough to squeeze in there, but we have a whole mix of things. We're gonna be hopping into some metallics now. I'm curious how these metallics feel. Sometimes metallics have a little bit of a scratchy feel to them. I don't know if these are gonna be scratchy or not. One of the things with the Shuttle Art set that I've already noticed is that this 260 contains all of the pastels from their pastel set, but only 42 of the 60 from the metallic set. I don't know how they made their decision that just 18 weren't going to make the cut, but that is what they did here. So let's go ahead and we're going to get ready for recording. So that means I got to restart the song we're on. Or we just go to the next one. I'm going to do the flyby again here. Just to kind of start it off nicely. Recording, and here we go. Metallic mint green. There's going to be a lot of metallics in this set. They're going to be like, I never thought I needed this in metallic form. Kind of like metallic coffee. It's like if you're like me and you think in a lot of senses at once when you hear the term metallic coffee, it is not that pleasant. Or metallic chocolate, like especially with foods. Any metallic food, you like kind of get this weird feeling in your teeth. Okay, next, metallic olive green. That is a very olive green. Now these, I'm not feeling a ton for the metallic, so these I'll have to test on black for the video. I'm going to be doing a full review video on these. I'm not seeing a lot here on white. Doesn't mean they're not going to be exciting on black. So I do need to order more black paper. Next, I've got grass green. It's funny, it's not even Valentine's Day yet, but I did get a news alert that Shamrock Shakes are launching February 10th. Now, what's funny is I actually did need to know that for a piece of content I'm doing, because I've got a color comparison of Shamrock, and I thought, oh, it'd be funny to release that on the date Shamrock Shakes come out. It was really funny that I got a news alert to let me know that. But it is the 50th anniversary this year of the Shamrock Shake. And so they're actually bringing back a green grimace for it. So pretty funny on that front. Metallic light green. Next, forest green. Next, deep green. Okay, pale gold. These feel pretty good for metallic pencils. They're nice and smooth so far. I'm not seeing a huge bit of sheen though that you typically see with a metallic pencil. Okay, that was pale gold. This is regular gold. Next I have antique gold. Latte brown. Deep brown. Which came first, the color name or the fruit? Was the fruit named after the color or the color after the fruit? I did watch something interesting the other day on the origins of the word grapefruit. Grapefruit looks nothing like a grape. But that grapefruits are like a cross that happened on their own. Because like citruses like to cross-pollinate quite a bit. And so it was a pomelo and something else. And it created a grapefruit. And the island that it happened on, because it happened in the Caribbean, that was called like sea grapes. There were no actual grapes on the island, just this plant called sea grapes, and it looked like this plant that was sea grapes, so that's what we got, grapefruit. Metallic copper gold. Metallic copper. Oh, I don't know why it couldn't have just been metallic copper. Maybe there is in the full set. Maybe metallic copper did not make the cut here. Metallic brick red. So if you're coloring bricks, you can make them metallic. Okay, next we got metallic pale blue. teal blue. Oh, this is a nice teal blue. A little scratchy. I think it's just the sharpen, so it'll like wear in nice. Once it softens a little bit, it's not quite as big of a point. It'll not be so scratchy. It's a nice teal blue. Next, we have turquoise blue, also known as turquoise blue. Okay, so this one for turquoise, which some pencils go this way, is a little more grayish than what I typically picture, but within norms. Next, we're going to have cyan blue. And metallic teal. This is not teal blue, this is just teal. It is a little less blue than teal blue. So you're just straight up metallic blue. I've seen these go different in different pencil brands. Some are really bright blue, and then some of the metallics with the blue, they're a little more muted. This is kind of between the two. Leaning a little bit gray. Not bad, just a little. It's leaning to the gray side of like what you would think, like if you imagine your Crayola 8-pack of crayons, the blue. It is definitely more gray than that. Next we have Viridian. Similar to verdigris. Next, light purple. We do have a purple coming out, so you can see how light purple compares to purple. This one is swatching a little less random than it looked in the tray. So the order's a little strange, but it does feel a little less all over the place. Next we have blue violet. And violet. You're turning violet, violet. And purple. So the light purple that does appear, oh, this one's, I'm gonna try to color with it, but this lead is broken. Okay, I feel like those are very different values between light, like the light Like to me, typically, like when you have light, it's add white. And that's like a different hue altogether. So interesting there on that one. So now for the next tray. The next tray is a mix of metallics and pastels, so it's going to be a little bit all over the place. So ready for the flyby. Okay, we're starting. Oh, I need to adjust. Starting with pastel light gray. Trying to feel if there's really much difference between the metallic and this. Not feeling a huge difference between the two pencils. Next we got light pink, pastel light pink. I would think pastel pink and light pink would be like synonyms, but not here. There's also a pastel pink in this set that is not one of the pastels, so. Okay, grayish pink. This does appear to have a little bit of grayish in it. Leaning a little more purple than what I typically picture a gray pink. Antique rose, $2.49. Next, pastel unicorn purple. Oh, I'm just noticing that that is like totally misprinted. Antique RSOE for rose. This is a good unicorn color. This is the color you would want your unicorn tail to be. I don't know if I want. I would not put that in like the grouping of like what I consider bubblegum type colors. But next we have pastel mauve or mauve. Next, light olive. We had a light olive green earlier. It's hidden under the trays now. Next, light aqua green. Pastel. And we'll get back into the metallics again. And the metallics have the same font as the regular pencils, but the pastels have a serif font on them for their names. Which I find interesting. These are just so light. Kiwi green, well, they weren't expensive. So you know they're using cheap materials to make them. yellow green. Next, metallic rose gold. I have a couple of rose gold phones. I enjoyed them quite a bit. Next, metallic coffee. I was talking about this one earlier. It's one of those weird metallics that it's kind of like, I don't want to taste metallic coffee, but thinking about it kind of makes me imagine what metallic coffee would taste like. So not my favorite. Next, deep magenta. That is a nice deep magenta. Next, burgundy. Next, ochre. Now this is where it gets weird, guys. I want you to be ready for this. This ochre is not yellow. It is pink. I do not think of ochre ever as pink. Actually, it's coming out a little bit brown, but it has definitely got a pink barrel. Next, metallic pink. But yeah, I mean, I would group that one in with pinks and purples. Not in those like earthy tones that normally ochre is in. Metallic pink. Tilting a little more red, but not bad. Let's see what red looks like. It's right next to it. Maybe it'll make it look more pink because it'll be really red. It is really red. Remember how blue was like kind of gray? It wasn't as exciting of a bright. This is like super vivid for this red. Probably one of the more vivid metallic reds I've seen. Next, orchid purple. Metallic grayish pink. definitely grayish. More gray than pink, but there's a little bit of pink in there. Next, straight up silver. This could be interesting. We have silver and gray next to each other. And next, metallic gray. Ooh, that's really dark. It's a dark gray. We got black next, so it's going to be interesting to see if black gets darker, because a lot of times metallic blacks. I'm closer to this color, so I'm very curious. I'm just moving through these. What's it going to look like? Oh! Hi! Welcome in. I've been looking at my low chat, and I didn't notice my chat up in the for TikTok. So welcome in. This is definitely black. This is one of the most black metallic blacks I've seen. Next, metallic Prussian blue. Metallic royal blue. The Prussian blue looks more blue than the metallic blue. I would almost swap those by name. And we are out of metallics and pastels into the regular pencils. Let's see if they feel any different. We're just plain old light blue. No difference. Really curious to see the metallics on black paper, to see if they actually do show up or not. Light brownish gray. Okay, and that finishes that tray. Now to move on to the next one. Flip the chart. And this chart is huge. There it is. And now let's get the next tray out. This looked like it was going to be a tray where they clipped in a little bit. They do not. It's not as nice as the Brute Tuner tray, that is for sure. Okay, we've got reds, oranges, purples. We're a little all over the place. It's at least set up in a nice progression here. So let's see how it looks when we get them all down. Okay, I would not use the term pale to describe this pink. But it is, I'm like, oh, this is regular pink. Okay, we've got a mistake. Still, the pale does not look that pale. Let me get an eraser here. There we go, that'll remove enough. That's not gonna matter. Okay, pale pink. It's still not very pale. Next, pink. Light rosy pink. Pale pink was a little more blue. This one's a lot more, like a lot more blue to make it more purple. Here's pink. Light pink. I think it's a teeny bit lighter than pink. It looks really, really similar to the pink. We've got peach puff. This looks by the barrel like it would be a very different color. Okay, pastel pink, but not the pastel pink. This is just regular pastel pink. See how bright these are? These are all like so bright pinks, which I enjoy bright pink. And then it feels like it should be more in the magenta realm than in pastel pink. Next, rosy pink. Magenta. Ooh, this is a nice magenta. mulberry red. Okay, next lilac. Next, lavender. This is a very dark barrel for a lavender. Let's see how it comes. Huh, that is. Normally lavenders are a little lighter, but thinking about what like an actual like little dried lavender flower looks like, there is a darker bit of it. Nude. More orange. Like if you use that to color a skin tone for anyone, it would look like they were 6. Oh, thank you. Yes, I had fun for my Valentine nails when I was doing all my Valentine. I did them for my color comparisons because they're all Valentine themed right now. First one posted Monday. Next one I'll post tomorrow. Okay, shallow orange. I'm very curious. Yeah, not very different from the nude. I think it may be shallow orange, may be technically, not that it is a good skin tone, but I think it's better than nude. Next, orange. Oh, excuse me. Next, pumpkin yellow. I normally think of pumpkins as orange. Dust. Salmon pink. Next, bright orange versus our regular orange. So this is bright orange. that is more vivid. Next, bright orange red. Oh, that is very vermilion-y. That bright orange red. Plain red, just regular old red. Then we have fresh red. You know. Okay, this red does lean orange. And that's even with an orange red next to it. So, let's see if fresh red is more blue. I think this is more of a true red. It is a hair more blue. I think it's more of a true red than the red was. I think fresh red is more your middle of the road. Okay, then we jump to grayish pink. This is quite the jump, color-wise. Cochineal red, or cochineal red. Oh, this is a nice red. Cochineal is a little bug that feeds on cacti. It's used in making red dyes. And the reason why some things that are foods that are red are not vegan. So this is definitely the red part of a peach. And sometimes the flesh has red on it. This is definitely that. And then we go to brownish red. You can kind of see how that grayish pink just kind of jumped right there quite a bit. Okay, brownish red is not super brownish. It is a red with brown. I mean, I will say that. That's got that row finished. Originally I was thinking this was going to take 2 days, but we are only an hour into stream. I am halfway through these pencils. I'm going to move the trays up to the top now to kind of keep on moving. Next we're going to tray 6. Let's do the flyby here. Browns, yellows, and greens for this one. First one is cinnamon. olive. I know everybody's heard of green olives and black olives, but this is brown olive. I would say if you added brown to a olive green, this is about what you would get. It's got some interesting undertones in it. There's some yellow in there, a little bit of green. Try to place it like looking at it, like I get quite a bit of yellow. Next, ginger yellow. Desert yellow. Next we have olive yellow. Next, cadmium yellow. This is one of the greener cadmium yellows. Callure has a green cadmium yellow as well. Versus it being a little more ochre like a lot of others are for yellows. Next, light yellow. It is a light yellow. I can barely see it. I guess it's there. Next, creamy yellow. And pale yellow. Canary yellow. Light orange yellow. Autumn gold. Bright orange yellow. Warm yellow. Dark yellow. Shade green. Wow, that's a big jump. This is like a really bright green. Okay, light sea green. Aqua green. Next, mint. Lawn green. Next, moss green. And greenish gray. That is definitely a greenish gray. Next, dark green. Now medium sea green. Okay, bluish green. Okay, medium green. And another tray done. is definitely medium green. Let's say that one isn't. Yeah. Tried to rotate it because it was scratchy and then it went darker than I wanted it to. Okay. Another color down. Flip this out. And move my tray down. Move my chart down. Now the next tray. Okay, this one is quite the journey color-wise. There are definite spots where it changes, and it's easy to see where it changes. I basically have 3 sections here. I have a feeling this is going to be just as abrupt of change as it looks like as you fill it out. So the next ones, let's go. Cerulean blue. Next, peacock blue. Oh, grass green. Where's grass green? I'm looking for grass green. Okay, grass green is all the way, that's interesting. It is in a completely different spot in the box. It is like almost to the end of the tray. That was weird. Okay. Now back in peacock blue. That was odd. That was so weird. Very random. We have light emerald green. Teal. Excuse me. It's interesting that grass green ended up where it did. I don't know why, Mama Bear, that it ended up there. So clearly they made a mistake. Because it makes sense, if you look at the tray, it makes sense more where it is than there, so. Green. Next, azure. Cyan blue, actually light cyan blue. And now regular cyan blue. Okay, this one by the barrel I thought was going to be lighter, but it's not. I am surprised. Okay, sky blue. Spring green. Yellowish green. Funny that the greens are in such different spots. Next we're going to brilliant green. I don't know how they determined it. I guess they're talking more like a gemstone brilliant, not as far as intelligence goes. I don't know if they really speak your intelligence with color pencils. Fresh green. Considering necessarily the true green. Like the other one, the fresh red was like true red. This is still more in the yellow green. Definitely on that side of the greens versus in the middle of the greens. Light jade green here. Remember, pastel light jade green was like barely there. This one has more color. Next, dark yellowish green. It is a dark yellowish green. It's going definitely into the olive territory. It's a lighter olive green. A little more green too than olive typically is, but in that family. Okay, next, light green. This pencil is far from round. Going to purplish red because we've already done the grass green. Purple. Light orchid. Medium orchid. And next is orchid purple. Sun's coming out. We've got a chance of thunderstorms today, and the sun just came out outside, so that means they'll probably start firing up here soon if the sun is peeking through. Orchid purple. Violet. Not what I would, this is definitely more in the pink to me than what I would think of a heathered violet. Okay, time for the next tray. Slide her on down here. Pop those back down. Let's get the next tray out. I can see the colors. Are you guys ready to see the colors? We are deep greens, purples, and blues. in here. Very dark colors with this one. Bottle green. Kiwi green. A good kiwi green. Next, turquoise. To typically what I see, like a cobalt turquoise. I like it, or a cobalt green. It's a pretty color though. Not your standard turquoise, but not a bad color. Light olive. Pale green. Consider this pale. Leaf green. Clover green. Yeah, some of the different colors, like that clover green does look like if you actually went and got a clover. But sometimes Crayolas aren't the best, other than like, I think of them for the basic 8, right? You know, your straight red, your straight blue, your straight green. They're kind of get a little funky too on some of their colors that are outside. Their turquoise is really pale. So yeah, so some of the names aren't quite like that turquoise. It's within the realm of turquoises. It's not like super normal though. Light olive, I don't, it's similar to some of the brands, grass green. Pale green, I wouldn't say that's pale green. Leaf green, okay, that one's good. Clover's good. Let's see what bean green now looks like. You know, now it's not just what, there's like a range, you know, kind of acceptable, what's normal by a color name, and does it fall within the norms for that color? Kind of looks like a green bean. Is that not, this one's not strange. Forest green, this one by barrel looks pretty normal. The aquamarine though is going to be really green. That's kind of why I do the color comparison sheets. Those shorts that I put out, because those kind of help see what's the norms, what's the outliers based on these color names. So there'll be another one tomorrow. I know which one it's going to be. Okay, next we got aquamarine. Yeah, see, this aquamarine is very green. Normally it's a little more blue than that. This emerald green though, it looks pretty, I have a feeling it's going to end up pretty, a little dark for emerald green. So it's on the darker end, but sometimes the underlying hue is what you need to look at too with these. Is like, does it have, why it may be darker or lighter, are the undertones this right? But a lot of these cheap pencils, they are not named, I have a feeling, by people whose English is their native language. Oh goodness, Lottie just woke up. You can hear her growling, I'm sure, in the mic. It just woke up barking. So, here's olive. This is a dark olive, but it's still within like olive green hues. Typically olive green is a, kind of, you imagine a brown and a green coming together. Next we have dark bluish green. Let's see, is it a dark bluish green? I would say yes, this is a dark bluish green. Okay, next we're going straight into purples. Actually, technically magentas, because this is deep magenta, but a little bit of a jump. Purplish blue. But I think it looks like it's, yeah. Good question here. Is this more purple or blue? I think it may be sitting right on that line of blue-violet versus violet-blue. mineral violet. Okay, have fun in your meeting, shrubs. This is what I would consider violet. It's Wednesday. He has a meeting every Wednesday. Okay, next is crepe myrtle. Crepe myrtles come in several colors, so curious what they think. What's their new color? That actually is a pretty good crepe myrtle. Light wisteria. We had wisteria in the pastels. I don't think I've had a wisteria not in the pastels yet. Or was in the metallics. It was in one of them. I've got puppy TV on for the dog, so she's going to bark. She's going to see birds and squirrels. She does a very good job protecting the house from them. They have not, as of now, as of today, we have not had birds or squirrels actually try to launch an invasion into our house. So she is doing her job in protecting it. They have not attacked. They have stayed in the yard where they should be. Okay, cobalt blue. Now we're gonna take a quick turn into blue, back to purple, then back to blue. Why I made a sheet that has a better order. Hopefully it will be out Monday. That is the goal. Ultraviolet. Then ultramarine. I mean, I guess we went from ultraviolet to ultramarine. That kind of makes sense, name-wise. Next we have brilliant blue. That's a good blue. We've got a good run here for which one's gonna be our, like, basic blue. Regular old blue, let's see. Oh, that went a different direction. That went a very different direction. I was not expecting that one. It's very pigmented, a little more green. Okay, Dodger blue. Go with Crayon blue, brilliant blue. Maybe the one that's a little more there. gray blue. And deep greenish gray. I think they just put this one here because they didn't know where else to put it. It's hard to tell next to the blue whether it's just gray or if that has a little bit of green in it. Hard to call because it's sitting next to another color. Sometimes it's hard to see the exact little nuances in a color. Okay, and our last page here, there's that. We got 2 trays left. Now this one has a surprise. Because normally one of the colors in this tray is typically at like either the very beginning or the very end of a set. This one's on the 9th tray. As you see right here, we've got our white on this tray. Wasn't quite expecting that, but you know. We're gonna start with grays. We got some blues, violets, browns, more grays, and a white. We're gonna go on a journey here. Let's start here with dark gray. Ooh, this one's scratchy. Very scratchy. Okay, next, silver gray. Dark Prussian blue. That is what it says. I don't know if I'd say it's dark. It's a very pigmented Prussian blue. Feels more like just a regular Prussian blue. Denim blue. Does this look like blue jeans? Next we got greenish blue. Deep blue. royal blue. Despite with all the really dark colors, we're still in pretty bright blues. Middle of the road blue. Not necessarily like navies or midnights. Here we go. Here's navy. Let's see how navy is. I always picture navy as really dark. That's my school uniforms back in the day. So they started as a green plaid, but then they just went to solid navy. And it was way darker than this. Okay, now dark purple, followed by deep purple. Blue. Bluish purple. Great. Violet. Next is bronze. Definitely a brown. It's got some slight greenish undertones. Not not a lot, just a very slight, which you'd expect in a bronze. It also has got violet. It's got green and violet, which obviously combined do make kind of a brown. But interesting combination of colors in there. Next we have plum. Light brownish red. Dark brownish gray. Next we got smoky gray. And umber gray. Lead gray. Lead gray's a little brown. That's interesting. And slate gray. Mist gray. Just plain old gray. Light gray. I almost said lead gray. It's like we've already had lead gray. This is just light gray. And then we've got the white. There's a light gray. Plain old white. A teeny bit of color. It's not a ton. There's a little bit there. And ready for the flyby, everybody? Here we go. It is reds and browns. This one is like the most uniform of all the trays, I think, color-wise. I feel like this one has at least just one thing. It feels pretty. The others have kind of had multiple things going on, but we're gonna start with Scarlet. That is a nice bright red. Yes, that is Scarlet. It's got a teeny bit of blue undertone in it. Hopefully not just the teeniest bit. The purple side, not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, bright pink. This is in with the reds. It is leaning a littlest bit magenta. Did we already have a bright red? I really think we did. At the very beginning. No, we had a fresh red. I take that back. And bright orange red, but not bright red. Okay, I'm wrong. We did not have a bright red. This tray in shipping, I could tell the pencils were not all in it, and this is one of the leads that got broken. It barely has a lead here. It's enough that I can play with it. I'm trying not to sharpen them before the video because I am doing a full review video on these, so. Next, deep pink. Like you told me to pick out pinks, if I would have said this one was necessarily a pink. Kind of feels like a lipstick kind of red. Next, carmine red. I think that's a very good red. Next, orange red. Burgundy. Okay, I like that burgundy. Okay, tan. So the ochre in the metallics was really pink. This one looks fairly brown. This one I think falls more traditional for ochre. That metallic, that was weird. Next we have coffee. This would be really weak coffee. I would say it's a little more tea colored as a pencil. This is definitely not black coffee. Burnt brick red. It's light reddish brown. Okay, reddish brown. Next, apricot yellow. Next, chocolate. Hey, Paper Style over on Twitch. Hope you're having a great day. What else do I stream on? I'm on YouTube and TikTok, but I mainly am on YouTube. I create long form videos there as well, and shorts and that kind of stuff. So I don't just stream, I'm all around. Dark brown is next. We're almost done. I do pencil review videos as well as other crafts and things like that. Burnt umber. sometimes. Okay. Say Beaster. Bister. It's a brown shade. Okay, now we have dark coffee versus regular coffee. It is darker than the regular coffee. I can say that. It's still a hair red for a coffee shade. Interesting. Okay, earth tone. It's very yellow dirt, if this is like your dirt. I think like earth tone would be like dirt color, right? Okay, brown. Compared to like your typical like middle brown, but within like the normal range. Browns. Next, dark brownish red. Nice dark. Good shade. Next is maroon. We're almost to the end. Good black. That is all of the colors. All done. 2 hours, that's not too bad. I did it under 2 hours. Or, well, 2:31. I've been recording for 2 hours. So, the second part. So, that's got this done. I'm going to end the stream for today. Now I'm going to say what we're going to do tomorrow. Maybe we may do Sioux Color tomorrow. We may get to that one, which is another pencil brand. That one's only a 180 set, so it'll seem like Swatching nothing compared to 260, right? The US pencils. So we'll see. That's maybe where I go. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the stream today. We'll be streaming again tomorrow at noon in the same spot you watched me today. Also, I am on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok streaming, so you can get to watch those there. in different orientations. Like on Twitch, you get to see the horizontal. I am vertical on YouTube and on TikTok. So would love to get to see you in another stream. So anyway, that is it for today. Oh, today's short will be going live at 5, and it's a Spirograph one. It's a fun one, so be watching for that as well. Thanks for watching. I will see you